everybody. It is Tuesday and it is a beautiful day in Texas. And we are here today to talk about wealth in multiple ways. So the first one is I am a part of a national organization called Symmetry, which has literally changed my life. As a self-employed person for over 40 years, I never ever thought that I would align myself with an organization just because I thought I had it all figured out. However, I had an opportunity to say yes a year ago in January, so 2020 January, and yes was to strategic wealth accumulation tactics, which led me to Symmetry, and it led me to a culture and an organization full of people helping other families and businesses do amazing things with their money, with their lives, and in the aspect of protecting themselves. Today, though, I want to take a few minutes to talk about an opportunity to join our team, to be a part of something so much bigger, to build a life, not an income, and to look forward for the protection financially of your family, your legacy, and creating something that is more than just a job. Are you tired of corporate America? Are you tired of having somebody else guide you around by the nose or tell you what you can or can't make or how you can do that? Here's the thing. Going out every day and helping people at the same time as building a financial legacy for my family is a long time dream. And when doors open, don't be afraid to walk through. Don't be afraid to jump in the deep end. But this is an amazing opportunity. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and I am going to, we are going to look at this opportunity for you guys to join in something amazing, amazing, amazing. So if you give me 1 second here, we will take one look at this opportunity for you guys to join our Level Up conference. This is next week. It is March 24th and 25th. Okay, March 24th and 25th. This is a virtual concert or a conference, guys. You guys can register at sfglevelup.com. Our keynote speaker is Matthew McConaughey. Super, super awesome. This event is free. It is Wednesday starting at 3 p.m. Central, so 1 Pacific, 4 Eastern. So it'll go into the evening Wednesday, the 24th. It will be all day the 25th. Again, this is virtual, so you can turn this on in the background or, just dig in and not many opportunities come to get phenomenal business training, to hear somebody like Matthew McConaughey for free, and to really dig in and find out what it is that we have to offer and what the opportunity is here for not just you, but for your family and for the legacy that hopefully you all would like to build moving forward. So once again, this is sfglevelup.com. You'll see that there is a registration code. That registration code is Ronald, RONALDW, Level Up. That will get you into this conference and registered for free. My phone number is on the banner. If you have any questions or missed any part of this, all you got to do is give me a call, shoot me a text. I'll send you the information because this is going to be really super exciting. A lot of great content. And again, let me say this again, it's free, guys. Where on the face of the planet can you go get a day and a half of phenomenal free training, business training, and opportunities to see people who started a business? Brandon and Casey and Brandon Nelson, Brian Pope, and Casey Watkins started Symmetry about 11 years ago, and it is now a multi-billion-dollar business. So join me, okay? We're gonna move on here. And we're going to talk today about spinning your debt to gold, right? We talk all the time about debt, people talk about debt, sorry. Debt is a albatross around our necks. We live in a country that sees debt as a means to an end or a need, right? We go out, we buy homes, we get credit cards, we go through school and we never learn about money. We don't learn about compound interest. We don't learn about how to leverage compound interest to our benefit, right? And so I am about to share my screen again. I'm going to walk you through a few things. This is from the perspective of a business, a small business, big business, how this can be utilized, but this can be utilized on a personal level as well. So let's show you how it is that the big dogs, the 1% of the 1% for the last 80 years have managed to overcome and grow their businesses through economic downturns of the worst kind. We're talking about people like the Rockefellers, Walt Disney, Berkshire Hathaway, Ray Kroc, who started McDonald's. These people have been building their wealth for 80 years, just like this. And I will get to this. So, today, we talk about debt-free business solutions. We like to say, eliminate debt in 9 years or less. We say this and we show you how to do this without spending any more money than you are now. Does this sound too good to be true? Probably, maybe. But the thing is there is a way. And again, we have many, many people in our business portfolio now who are utilizing this option to become their own bank, right? So the 3 phases of money are maximization, accumulation, and distribution. A bank is a business. Cash purchases, you give up the opportunity to make money on the cash we've saved and give that opportunity to someone else, right? So basically, when you have $1 and you go out and you spend it, that dollar will never work for you. When you put your money into a bank, they make money off of your money. So most banks today don't even give you 1% interest. Finance purchases, paying interest to someone else for the use of their money. This is what I call the debt epidemic. This is also what I call allowing other people to eat lobster while you eat ramen. I'm pretty sure there are people here who have been in that position where they are so caught up in having to pay those minimum payments to keep their credit good, to keep their payments caught up, that they're sacrificing other things in their life. And what we're trying to show you is that you don't have to do that. So a bank is a business, right? You put in $10,000, the bank may give you 1% interest. You walk into the bank the next day and borrow $10,000. What's your interest rate, right? So they're going to give you 1%, but if you want $10,000 from them, look at what they're potentially going to charge you, anywhere from 5 to 29%. A bank leverages their cash flow. So you put money in, you get 1%. They're making 7 times that, but then they're charging you those interest rates to borrow money back from them. So your dollar is 7 to them. Debt-free life solutions. So I'd like you to meet Brian. Brian's a 50-year-old small businessman who's allowed us to use his case to show you how this could be a benefit. His small business owner, this small owner does well on day-to-day basis, but the growth of his business is hindered by these issues: debt, cash flow, taxes, and flexibility. Imagine, especially during this last year with COVID. This is an example of what Brian's current debt situations are. He has equipment loans, he has a company car, delivery truck, construction loans. These are all parts and necessary parts of his business. These are not things where, he just went out and borrowed money because he wanted to borrow money. This is how a business is run. We create debt to make money. We invest to make money. So his current balance is over $2 million and his monthly payments are $26,286. So what if the real cost of interest, why pay off a 4.5 interest rate, let's look at those interest rates. A construction loan, 1.5 million over 10 years, interest rate 4.5%. Monthly payment, $15,000, over $15,000 a month. Total payments, $1.8 million. So he's going to pay $365,000 in interest over the next 10 years. Most of us could buy a house for that. So here's the real cost of interest. This is what we don't learn. We don't learn about compound interest. Albert Einstein said the eighth wonder of the world is compound interest. He who understands it earns it, and he who doesn't pays it. And we are far too many out there paying the piper when there is a solution and we can be on the other side of this. Okay, so let's look at this. He has a $1.5 million construction loan, again, 10-year term, monthly payment $15,000. His interest, the way compound interest works and the way these loans work, and any one of you who have a mortgage, I challenge you, pull out your mortgage statement, especially if you're in that first 10 years, you're paying 78% interest, right? Because they're going to get theirs up front. So this first year and year 5 and through year 10, if you look over on the left side, let's go back to this. Sorry about that. Year 1, his principal is $121,000 paid, his interest $65,000. So he's paying almost 50% in interest in that first year. And then it's going down a bit, but he doesn't actually pay that 4.5 interest rate until the 10th year, the last year of the loan. This is exactly how your home loan works for you people who don't have the business but might be interested in learning how to pay off your home in 9 years or less. So Brian's business will be in debt for 27.8 years, paying over $650,000 in interest based on the full debt list that we looked at. That's $26,286 a month going to debt every month. Total debt, $2.1 million. Total interest paid, $650,000. And his real debt is $2.7 million. Those are huge numbers, guys. That's money that could be back in his pocket, right? So let us show you how we do that. What did Debt Free Life Solutions do for him? He paid off all of that debt, remember, 27.8 years in 6.4 years. He saved $270,000 in interest, and he saved over $10 million in liquidity in 28 years. In addition, Brian has now freed up over $26,000 a month, or $312,000 every year, to improve his cash flow and create other business opportunities. So basically what we're talking about here is we're taking that $26,000 he's paying to other people so they can eat lobster while he struggles in his business or tries to keep his business afloat, and looks at the possibility that retirement may not be a solution unless he sells his business, and hopefully it has the liquidity to keep him and get him to retirement, right? Instead, he gets to take that $26,000 a month, or that $312,000 a year, and create a bank of his own so that in the future, when his business needs money, he uses his bank instead of the bank. In the same time frame that it was going to take Brian's business to get out of debt, he would get debt-free and potentially have over $10 million in liquidity in 28 years. Anybody here want $10 million? I would. Let me ask you this. Would you accept this business proposal? You front all the money, you take all the risk, you manage the business on a day-to-day business. 30 years later, you'd be required to pay back the sum of money you owe. I don't know about any of you out there, but I would not go into business with this person. So what we're doing here is we're harnessing the power of life insurance in succession planning, equipment financing, exit strategy, tax savings, pay off debt, increase cash flow, liquidity. We're creating flexible premium, flexible loan repayment, finance business equipment, death benefit, policy cash value, tax-free. I like tax-free, less depreciation results in increasing business value. So now, not only are you borrowing from yourself, not only is he borrowing from himself, is he creating the bank in order to build his business and buy his equipment and take out construction loans from himself. He's earning interest on that money even when he's using it, number one. Number two, it's tax-free as he uses it. And now all of that equipment that he has is an asset to his business because he owns it. The bank does not. So how did Walt Disney do it? Turned down by traditional financing, Disney leveraged cash value building life insurance to finance his park. This was started and created by a guy named Nash about 80 years ago. This strategy fueled the now $69.7 billion Walt Disney Company. So I ask you out there, friends and family and small business owners, would you let me help you use strategies that the Rockefellers and Walt Disney and Berkshire Hathaway and several other of the 1% of the 1% of the wealthy who have not just overcome economic downturns over the last 80 years, but have increased their value during that time because they were their own banker? I want to show you how to do that. I want to help you increase the value of your business because I pray we never have another 2020 COVID or coronavirus or pandemic. But imagine if we did. You would be the rising star while others are struggling because you would not be dependent on the economy. You would not be dependent on others to make sure that your business stayed solid. So once again, this is strategic wealth accumulation tactics. This product, what I'm showing you, this principle is something that we can do for individuals too, families. If you have a home, can you imagine being able to pay off that home in 9 years or less? Because I guarantee you that is going to save you a huge amount of money. Imagine being able to have a tax-free, totally protected retirement that is sufficient for you to be able to go into retirement and to make decisions in your choice to do things that you wanted to do, to fulfill bucket lists, to possibly do things for your family that right now you may not think ever to be possible. Have you thought about taking your family on a trip that right now is just a dream, just something that you can only hope for or look at pictures in a brochure about? How about I show you how I can make that possible for you? The other thing is we're creating assets, we're creating family legacies, we're showing you how to utilize your money currently to build something bigger and to build something better, to fuel your business, to fuel your family, to create that security. So let me take this one step further. 401ks. I will never knock the concept of 401k. When it came out, it was a great idea. We have employers that are helping match. But here's the thing about a 401k. It's highly risky. It's very, very risky. If the market crashes, so does it. You lose a lot. It's also very expensive when that time comes to retire. So if you give me the opportunity, I show you how to utilize this opportunity and this product to protect that 401k, to protect that retirement, and have it increase exponentially so that it is enough for you to retire. Because here's the thing. There was a time that we retired at 62, 64, 65. We had this bucket list of things that we wanted to do. We traveled for 5, 6, 7 years and we died. That was it. That was how it worked. Today, we are so outliving our money. We have people in their 70s running marathons. We have people on a regular basis living healthily into their 80s and 90s. And retirement, the way it is set today, is not designed to protect us for that long. It's not designed to give us the opportunity to retire. Every day I'm working with people in their 70s to figure out how to take what they have currently and make that last, or have a better quality of life, or make sure that they have what they need into their 90s. They're healthy. I know I have a client today. She called me one day or I called her one day and she asked me if she could call back because she was out on a jog. She's 77 years old. This is the reality of today. And I know that I want to be able to go into my later years, and be able to not have to worry about what it is that I spend, or having what it is that I need, or being able to protect my family. So if you are out there and maybe you don't have a lot of debt, maybe you're sitting there right now and you're saying, well, you know what? I'm one of those few people. I'm relatively debt free. I don't have a lot. That's okay. This is not a debt elimination program. We are not here to show you a debt elimination program or show you how to consolidate your debt. That's not what we're doing here. I can still show you how to utilize your money better so that it will last you the rest of your life. I do retirement planning, I do wealth strategies, and we use that power of life insurance so that not only are we utilizing that money to help you grow your wealth and help you grow that bank and help you finance your future yourself so that you're earning the compound interest instead of the bank, but we're also protecting your family with that same dollar. So here's just a simple concept, and I said this earlier. Every time you guys go out and you drop into Starbucks or you drop into McDonald's, you hand them $1, you hand them $5, or you hand them 10. That $1, that 5, that 10, it will never work for you again. It's gone, it's done. Imagine every time you spent $1, it is sitting in your bank still earning compound interest, right? That's how it works. When you take a loan from yourself, your bank says, oh, that money is just temporarily gone, but we're still paying compound interest on it. So imagine having your money work for you like that. Imagine having your dollar do so much more for you. And that is the whole concept here of what we refer to as infinite, the infinite banking. We want your money to continue to work. We want it to build for you. We want it to be your legacy. So with that, I also want to share with you one other thing. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about what we're going to come back to next week, because I'm so happy I get to come back next week. So we talked about a few minutes ago about the level up. I also want to share with you the opportunity beyond level up, which is an opportunity to see what we're all about. This is my corporate preview online site. This is where you can watch 4 short videos that gives you a real good concept of what it is that we do and the products that we use, and what we're really about, what our strategies are really about. Because one of the things that I love about being a part of this organization, one is obviously we're one of the fastest growing companies in America, but we are truly about helping people. We're truly about going out and creating a culture of individuals who want something more. So this is corporatepreviewonline.com/Lori, corporatepreviewonline.com/Lori. And in this are 4 short videos. These 4 short videos put together by my mentor, just a true master, and created to help people see the power of what we're doing in the world today with money and protection. So I invite you to, again, go to corporatepreviewonline.com/Lori, watch the 4 short videos. And again, my number's at the bottom. Text, call. I'd love to hear from you. I would love to hear your feedback. I want your questions. I want, if you didn't get the web address, call me, text me. This is a super passion place for me. So a little bit of history about me is that, again, I've been self-employed my entire life. I have had a tax preparation business for over 30 years. So obviously this is a busy time. I have spent many, many years talking about the concept of debt and what it costs people. It's huge. We have no idea how much money we spend paying other people's bills through those interest payments. And this has always been a very passionate area for me to talk about, and, you know, helping people to create solutions within their own means to overcome that. So a year ago, when somebody asked me to come to a SWAT event, I said yes. I said, sure, right? I'm always about learning more. It was the best yes I ever said, or gave, the best answer I ever gave, because going to that event is what led me to this this opportunity. It led me to become a life insurance agent. It led me to do that in 50 states. It led me to start building a team of people. But more so than that, it allowed me to go back to all those people that I've been trying to help in these, somewhat efficient ways to protect their money and to save money. But it gave me a platform. It gave me a true product that would allow people to take their debt, right? Topic here, spinning debt to gold, to utilize their debt. Imagine taking that payment you're paying to your car and putting it into an account that earns you compound interest, that allows you to take a loan for the next one that you don't have to pay back to the bank, and gives you total control over your financial future while doing things for your family you never ever thought you could do. So that's a little bit about me and why I am so passionate about this. So again, remember, we have Level Up next week, the 24th and 25th. That is sfglevelup.com. Please go register. Registration code is Ronald W. Level Up. If you have any questions about that, text or call. Again, if you want to know more about an opportunity, if you'd like to see what it'd be like to build a life and not an income, go check out corporatepreviewonline.com/Lori. And then I have one other really, really, really phenomenal announcement today, guys. I live in Plano, Texas. Plano, Texas is where we will be having an event coming up in April. That event is called SWAT. So it is about our strategic wealth accumulation tactics. A VIP ticket to this event is $500. This is April 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. I'm gonna show you guys the event here. I will be giving away a ticket to this event, a $500 VIP ticket to this event in Plano, Texas, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, April 22nd through 24th at the Hilton Granite Park Hotel. This event is all about personal development, learning about personalities, high energy. My business coach, Coach Michael Burt, will be there. This is our last event. If you really, really would like to dig in and find out more about what we do, and also just about yourself, personal development, finding out the fine art of talking to people and knowing people, what you can do is you can text me at the number below, 425-577-3050. You text me why it is that you think you're ready to level up your life, and I will be selecting somebody to join us at this event. Again, that is a $500 ticket, VIP ticket, to come join our SWAT event in April. We will have headline speaker Marlon Faulkner. Marlon Faulkner went from homeless to 6 years ago to running a $5 million agency in 4 years. This is what we talk about when we say build a life, not an income. This is the organization that I'm a part of. These are people that have taken adversity and spun it to gold. We're all about the gold, guys. We're all about the gold. So we will also have my business coach, Coach Michael Burt, phenomenal speaker, has changed my life this last year. One of the things that I love about this company and love about going out and helping people and love about showing people how to take their money and do so much more with it in this environment is we are a personal development company. I have grown so much. There are things about myself and places that I did not think that I was capable of going, and ways that I was capable of getting there that I've learned this year, just because we encourage you every day, get up and do a little bit of something to grow. And then Cody Askins just turned 30. And at 20 years old, became one of the top insurance agents in the country. He has a company now that is worth over $5 million, and he did that in a very short time. We have quite the lineup, guys. And once again, I just really want to encourage you, if you would like to know more about who you are and how to be significant, create that person of interest score, is what Coach Michael Burt states, and would like to just have an opportunity to be in a room of power. Because here's the thing, if you want success, you have to hang out with successful people. And that is why I'm here. I love Phil and Oscar and all the people here. And I love the people in my organization, because all of these people are about success, and they are about helping other people get success. So if you want success and you want to be successful and you want to be known for going out and doing something great, you have to be around people that have the same desires and who have done that or are doing that. So once again, $500 ticket. This is a VIP ticket that I will be giving away to the person that gives me the best reason as to why they are ready to take their life to the next level. So if anybody has questions, I'm open for questions. I'm ready for discussion. I'm super excited today. I have so much coming up in the near future that's going to be just about going out and doing incredible things in people's lives.
Lori,
Oscar.
So, this is not exactly new to me, but it took me a few years from when I lost my job and said, what the hell did I do wrong getting to this position and not being financially well off? I played by the rules. So when I lost my job, like 40 million people found out last year, do you have a plan B? How is your debt structured? And I dove into books by Robert Kiyosaki, and a book that touches on what you were saying, Tony Robbins, called Money, Master the Game, where he laid out in, I think, a chapter and a half of why a 401k is the worst thing you can do for retirement, because it wasn't built to be the only retirement income. It was a supplement to your pension, which nobody has anymore. So he went through and it's jaw-dropping to find out all the little fees that are literally taking what you think is your retirement savings and helping these guys buy lobsters. What you were saying, Tony Robbins called. I'm hearing myself. So, yeah, I'm not a stranger to what you're talking about, and we sat down the other day to start the process of really, getting first of all this house paid off that we thought was a great idea to refinance, until you showed me it's 78% interest, not 2.99.
Yeah, but Oscar, you trusted me, and I really want to say I appreciate that. And you're right, like I said earlier, and we've had these discussions, about Legal Shield, and you did this really phenomenal breakdown of what it would cost somebody to, live bare minimum for 10 years or whatever in retirement. And it's huge. It's a lot of money. And that's without having anything outside of, a meal here and there and a roof over their head. But I wanted to thank you and for trusting me to show you how to do this. And the great opportunity here is that even though you've refied, Oscar, we're taking that money that you are saving, right? And we're actually going to have the opportunity to pay off your home sooner and create a little bit of retirement savings for you, right?
That's what I wanted to hear you say again.
So tax-free when you pull that money out and you utilize that. And, we're creating the funds for you to be able to do that kitchen remodel, Miss Raquel wants that kitchen remodeled, Oscar.
Got to get that
So,
done.
so taking, and what we refer to that is using inefficient dollars. So many of us are spending money that, we don't even realize. And I every once in a while I get into showing somebody how to do one of these, and they say, oh, well, I don't really have a lot of spare dollars a month. Well, when we start talking to people about their spare dollars, you'd be surprised how many spare dollars people have, because this is the question I ask. If I could show you how to give up cable for 2 years, go to Starbucks less, not eat out as much, and take that money and make it so that 2 years from now, you can take your kids to Disneyland, which you think you can never be able to do, and have a savings account and never have to worry about whether or not you can pay your bills again, and own your home outright in 9 years. Would that be a fair sacrifice?
Yeah, that's a no-brainer. You really have to be brain dead to go, nope, I want to stay in debt for the next 30 years and eat ramen.
That's
But
right.
no, all right. So I'm going to play what do you call the devil's advocate, right? On this. Because some people, I know that you know those folks. They're the folks that question. They're the folks that question, are skeptical about everything that sounds like this good. But what are some of the things you'd say to somebody who is really skeptical about what you're talking about? Because for me, the evidence is, well, Walt Disney, you said, Rockefellers have used the same system, right? And it has worked for them, but we have not utilized this same system. So how do we talk to those folks?
Well, okay, so this is what I have learned about this. So it is, what people say too good to be true. How could this possibly work, right? And what I have learned over the years is empirical evidence is based in our own, something that we can relate to, right? So when people say that to me, I say, look, it's this simple. I'm going to send you this 4-page, relatively simple data sheet. I'm not asking you for any personal information. I don't want social security numbers. I don't want account numbers. I just want this basic information about your financial structure currently, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you give me that, I'm gonna provide you. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna get on this Zoom with you, and I'm going to give you a personalized, professional financial roadmap of what this looks like for you and how it can work. Because skepticism is it's bred from what people say, right? People have a lot to say. People talk all the time.
It's a
right?
given. It's a given. Everybody has an opinion because they have a belly button.
Everybody has an opinion. Everybody knows something that they don't know, or they don't know something they do know, or we can go on and on and on. However, when I have the opportunity, and here's this word again, free, right? My time, your opportunity to take a look. I don't charge people to do this. I give them this professional, free financial roadmap, and I go over it, and I will stay with you, and I will explain it, and I will break it down, and I will take as much time as I need to help you to understand it. And the reason for that is because I believe in this, and I have seen what this does for people. I have a client who was that person, Philip. They were like, this is too good to be true. I don't know, we just want some life insurance to make sure that, that we don't lose the house. We're just like, no. And I said, okay, well, great. You have a $400,000 mortgage, and you're in your early 50s. You're never going to pay it off. It's just, that's it. So let me ask you, here's the question. is it worth your time to fill this document out that takes about 15 minutes, because most people have all their information on their handy little phone these days, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let me show you how it is that I can help you own your home outright, and your cars, and be putting together a tax-free retirement with money you're already spending. Is it worth your time? Because it's worth my time. And trust me, it takes a lot more of my time.
Right.
To show that to people.
I think there are people that actually love their debt. I really do. Because here's why I say that. Here's why I say that. I have talked to so many people that complain about debt, but will never take any steps towards doing something about it.
That's good programming from the credit card companies that you said.
I was going to say, you have to remember too that debt is a badge of honor.
Oh.
Okay.
Talk about that.
Well, think about it. Mm-hmm. Right? If you have debt, it means you're qualified for something. You're good enough to have something. Stop it. You're good enough to pay for that guy's lobster while you eat ramen. You have the wrong message. But it's a badge of honor, right? I mean, what is the excitement that goes on in a person, especially, or, a younger person getting started in life? We talk about that, right? We go to school, we get married, we have, we buy houses, we have kids, blah, 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 this cycle. There's a huge amount of excitement. I'm a notary agent. I go out and sign people into these huge loans. That's another, a business that I have. And there's a huge amount of stress, but there's a huge amount of excitement when they say you're approved and you can buy this house.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
But they don't think it's a badge of honor. We qualified, we did it, we bought a house, we're homeowners. No, you're not. The bank owns that house.
Yeah, I keep saying that.
Let me show you how to be homeowners.
See, I had that idea already when we bought this house. Somebody said, "Oh, you're a homeowner now." I said, "No, the bank owns the home. I'm a home ower. I owe the bank the mortgage."
Exactly. Don't get me wrong. It's a great thing, but wouldn't it be a better thing to actually be able to say that home that you worked so hard to get actually is part of your financial legacy, part of your retirement, part of your asset column? Because here's the thing. It's not an asset. It's a liability because you don't own it. It's not yours.
And it can be taken from you, even if you
it can be taken from you very easily. Do you know how many people I've seen over the years who didn't have protection in place, or something happened and they couldn't, back into the crash of the market and all the foreclosures? Those people had equity. Equity is their money. That's the part that they own. But guess what, guys? If you lose it or you can't keep it, they don't go, "Oh, well, here's your part. We'll take this." You lose it all. So here I am. I'm trying to tell you and give you an opportunity to at least let me show you at no cost, but my time and a little bit of yours, to figure out how it is that you create assets out of these things and stop wearing debt as a badge of honor. It is a tool. It's a tool to be used. It's a tool to be utilized, and then it's also a tool to be smart about. Because here's the thing, right? Kids get out of high school, they're headed to college, they get that first envelope in the mail, their little $300 credit card, right? That $300 credit card, they're excited. It's a badge of honor. I have credit. Woo! And they go out and they use it, and nobody's told them that if you don't pay it off in full, it's going to suck. And now that $300 is going to take you 3 years to pay off, and it's going to cost you $900. Nobody tells us that.
Phil found out the hard way. Phil found out, and he talks about it when he went to college. Yeah. Walking in, there was a line of banks offering credit cards, and you spend like a year's worth of part-time salary the first night buying everybody drinks, and then you found out you actually had to pay it back.
Yes.
That's why I'm laughing. She says that And that's all I could picture. All these kids have no clue what a credit card is.
That's right.
Lining up to sign their name, no job. They have no job.
12
Okay.
years of school, we don't learn about compound interest. We don't learn about checkbooks. We don't learn about buying houses. We don't learn about money. We don't learn how to use it to our benefit. We just learn that you got to get a job, and you better, and today, because of technology, a checkbook. What is a checkbook? Balancing your money, knowing what you have and what your budget is. Nobody does that anymore. They pull this up, they open their bank. Yep, I got $400. Spend. Stop it.
Okay, so before we go, because we have a few minutes left, before we go, I want to take at least the next 3 minutes. And I want to talk about the business end of what you do, because I know that there are other people out there that can do what you're doing, right?
Absolutely. That's what sharing those events, my corporate preview online was about. Yes, absolutely.
So I want you to take the next 3 minutes and talk about that.
Talk about doing what I do.
Yeah. How does somebody get into what you're doing?
It's real simple. If you have first of all, I don't care where you are in the country. Okay, you don't have to be here in Texas. That's where I am currently, physically. You could be anywhere in the country. If you have an insurance license, then that much better. I can get you started and have you earning and sharing this tomorrow. There's no cost to join us or to learn how to build this business and build a life of earned income and create a legacy for your family. If you don't have a license, then we help you get one. We have the system for $99 for them to go in. It's a 40-hour course. You might do it in 10, you might do it in 40. You schedule your state license no matter what state you're in. We help you make sure you're ready for it, you get passed. We have training and business coaching every week. So no charge, just being a part of it. You just saying yes. Anybody got a yes? Got a yes. Then you have a yes. Then you have the ability to be a part of a culture that is, like I said, it's personal development based, right? Your success, I don't care where you are, your success will always be based in your personal development. I mean, right before I was on here, Whitney was on here, and Whitney, trust me, guys, if she's so much more than love. Okay, she's, it's not just about the relationship aspect of other people. It's about your relationship with yourself. And if that's something you struggle with, you definitely need to talk to Whitney. I love Whitney, and she's amazing. So I'm going to plug her. In fact, I want to see her participate in what I'm doing here to help people to get what they want, right? Mm-hmm. So it's real simple. If you want to do something bigger, you want to get out of corporate America, guys, we have doctors and lawyers who have left their $300,000 a year jobs for 100 hours a week. The better you get, the more you work as a lawyer or a doctor or a surgeon or whatever, right? And have come here, and specifically one person been here 3 years. They have an agency of 80 people. They are making $120,000 a month without getting out of bed.
Hello, somebody.
Hello, somebody.
Okay, so I mean, we're out of time now because we have the amazing, most audacious Broham coming up next. Oscar Capel.
I have a real quick question, Philip. At the bottom, I don't see my banner. Was it not on there during?
No,
this
it's
deal?
on there. It's on there. I took it off for your presentation, so this way they could see your whole presentation.
Okay.
But,
so
yeah.
I'm going to close it out with this.
Yes.
Please, please, please. I am that person who answers my phone 24 hours a day. I text back. if you have questions, if you want to know more about this opportunity, whether it be your debt, building a financial legacy, or having an opportunity. If you were displaced this last year, if you're tired of corporate America, and if you want something more, pick up the phone.
That's it. Well, folks, that's it for right now. We'll be back in a few minutes with Oscar Capel, and he's going to be talking about Business Solutions 101. Boom. See you then. Take care, everybody.